Welcome to the ARIES ProTips installation video for the ActionTrac powered running boards. This video will cover multiple tips to make installation easier and to ensure proper functionality of your ActionTrac boards. Proper board orientation is vital for proper functionality of the ActionTrac running boards. To verify that the boards are properly orientated, there are a few very easy ways to make sure that they are correctly attached. First, when you are setting the boards onto the brackets, make sure that the ARIES label is pointing towards the front of the vehicle. This will make sure that the quick plug to the board will be aligned with the rear of the cab and in position for easy attachment to the power wire. When properly installed, the board will swing down towards the rear tires. When attaching the LED light brackets, make sure you attach it to one of the studs on your rear bracket and angle it towards the middle of the cab where the board will drop. Hold the bracket in place while snugging the nylock nut. Attach the light to the bracket and tighten the nut until snug. Do not over-tighten the nut as it could damage the housing on the light. When tightening the hardware for the final board install, it is important to torque the hardware in the correct order. Begin by torquing the board to the brackets, followed by the vehicle connection. Make sure to follow the recommended torque specs and not over-tightening the hardware. When connecting the wire harness to the battery, the harness may not reach all the way through the firewall into the cab of the truck. If this happens, route the wire from the battery along the firewall towards the driver's side as far as it will reach. From inside the cab, route the bullet connectors through the access port into the engine bay. Pull the connectors into the engine bay and connect it to the wire harness. Zip tie the wires in place, making sure it does not interfere with any other wires in the engine bay or steering column. When mounting the control module inside the vehicle, you will need to have it in an area that is out of the way where the wires will not get caught or pinched in any moving parts. In this example, the wiring harness was routed under the carpet and a slit was made to allow the end of the harness to be pulled out. Make sure to avoid anywhere that might pinch the wire. Route the wire into a safe location and connect the control module. It is also important to ensure that folding or moving the seat will not crush the control module or wires. When all the wiring, control module, and the fuse is plugged in and power is being supplied to the board, you can now properly install and test the sensors and magnets. It is recommended that you start with only one sensor plugged in on the side of the vehicle you are working on. Before mounting the sensor to the vehicle, prepare the selected location and the sensor with an alcohol wipe and apply a piece of double-sided tape. When you connect the sensor, the board will deploy. Temporarily mount the magnet onto the door of the vehicle to test for alignment. On steel-bodied vehicles, the magnet will stick by itself. On aluminum-bodied vehicles, use removable tape to hold the magnet in place while aligning. After the final location has been determined, mark the location and mount the magnet using the provided double-sided tape. Do this for all required sensor locations. This completes the ProTips installation video for the ARIES ActionTrac powered running boards. For more information on this and other great products, visit ariesautomotive.com.